Learn English naturally, just by watching.
Let's improve your English together, one real-life video at a time.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to English in Daily Life. I'm Charlie.
And I'm Isla. We're so happy you're here today.
How are you feeling today, Isla?
I'm great, Charlie. I'm excited about today's topic. We're going to talk about work and jobs.
Yes, work is something we talk about every day. When you meet new people, they often ask, "What do you do?"
Exactly. And today, you will learn how to answer that question. You will learn simple phrases about your job, your workday, and your workplace.
This episode is perfect for A2 learners. That means beginners and elementary level students.
We'll speak slowly and clearly. We'll repeat important words, and we'll give you lots of examples.
Before we start, please like this podcast if you enjoy it, and subscribe so you don't miss our next episode.
Your support really helps us. Okay, Charlie, are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's start learning about work and jobs.
So, Charlie, let's start with a simple question. What do you do?
Great question, Isla. I'm a teacher. I teach English.
Perfect. Listen to that again, everyone. I'm a teacher. I teach English. Let's break it down.
When someone asks, "What do you do?" they want to know about your job. You can answer in two ways.
Way number one, say your job title. For example, I'm a teacher, or I'm a doctor, or I'm a student.
Way number two, say what you do. For example, I teach English, or I work in a hospital, or I study at university.
Let's practice some common jobs. Listen carefully. Charlie will say the job, and I'll say what that person does.
Job, a doctor.
A doctor helps sick people. A doctor works in a hospital.
Job, a chef.
A chef cooks food. A chef works in a restaurant.
Job, a driver.
A driver drives a car, bus, or taxi. A driver takes people places.
Job, an engineer.
An engineer designs and builds things. An engineer might work with computers or machines.
Job, a shop assistant.
A shop assistant helps customers in a store. A shop assistant sells things.
Great. Now let's hear those again. Listen and repeat in your head. Are you ready?
A doctor helps sick people.
A chef cooks food.
A driver drives a car or bus.
An engineer designs and builds things.
A shop assistant helps customers.
Excellent. Did you repeat them? Good job.
Now, what about you? What's your job? Think about it. Can you say it in English?
Take a moment. Say it out loud. For example, I'm a nurse, or I work in an office.
Fantastic! You're doing great already.
Okay, now let's talk about where people work. This is important too.
Yes, when you talk about work, people often ask, where do you work?
You can answer like this: I work in a, or I work at a. Let's look at the difference.
We use in a for general places. For example, I work in a school, or I work in a hospital.
We use at a for specific places or companies. For example, I work at Samsung, or I work at the city hospital.
Let's practice. Listen to these examples.
I work in an office. My office is in the city center.
I work at a coffee shop. The coffee shop is called Brew and Bean.
My sister works in a bank. She's a bank manager.
My brother works at Google. He's a software engineer.
Did you hear the difference? In a for general places, at a for specific names.
Let's hear some more workplace vocabulary. Listen carefully.
Office. An office is where people work at desks with computers.
Factory. A factory is where people make or produce things.
Store or shop. This is where people buy things.
School. This is where teachers teach and students learn.
Hospital. This is where doctors and nurses help sick people.
Restaurant. This is where chefs cook and servers bring food.
Now you try. Where do you work, or where do you study?
Say it out loud. For example, I work in a library or I study at home.
Great work, everyone. You're learning so much.
Now let's talk about what people do at work every day.
Yes, these are daily work activities. Let's learn some useful phrases.
First, let's talk about starting work. Listen to this conversation.
What time do you start work?
I start work at 9 o'clock.
What time do you finish work?
I finish work at 5 o'clock.
These are very common questions. Let's practice the verbs start and finish.
I start work at. This means when you begin working.
I finish work at. This means when you stop working.
Most people work from 9 to 5. We call this a 9 to 5 job.
Let's hear more work activities. Listen and repeat in your mind.
I have a meeting. A meeting is when people talk together about work.
I answer emails. Emails are messages you send on the computer.
I talk to customers. Customers are people who buy things or use services.
I take a break. A break is when you stop working for a short time.
I eat lunch. Lunch is the meal in the middle of the day.
Let's put this into a story. Listen to this workday.
I start work at 9. First, I check my emails. Then I have a meeting at 10. At 12, I take a break and eat lunch. In the afternoon, I work on my computer. I finish work at 5.
Great. Let's hear that again, slowly.
I start work at 9. Pause.
I check my emails. Pause.
I have a meeting at 10. Pause.
I take a break at 12. Pause.
I finish work at 5. Pause.
Perfect. Now think about your day. What do you do?
Try to say 3 activities in English. For example, I check my phone. I drink coffee. I study English.
You're doing amazing. Keep going.
Now let's learn some really useful work phrases. These are things people say all the time.
Yes, these will help you sound natural when you talk about work.
Phrase number 1, I'm busy.
I'm busy means you have a lot of work. You don't have free time.
For example, sorry, I can't talk now. I'm busy.
Phrase number 2, I'm free.
I'm free means you don't have work right now. You have time.
For example, I'm free this afternoon. Do you want to meet?
Phrase number 3, I have a deadline.
A deadline is the time when you must finish something. For example, I have a deadline on Friday. I must finish this project.
Phrase number 4, I'm working on something.
This means you're doing a task right now. For example, I'm working on a report.
Phrase number 5, I work full-time or I work part-time.
Full-time means you work many hours, usually 40 hours per week. Part-time means you work fewer hours, maybe 20 hours per week.
For example, I work full-time, Monday to Friday, or I work part-time, only 3 days a week.
Let's practice these in short dialogues. Listen carefully.
Are you free for coffee?
Sorry, I'm busy. I have a deadline tomorrow.
What are you doing?
I'm working on a presentation for my boss.
Do you work full-time?
No, I work part-time. I work 3 days a week.
Excellent. Let's hear those phrases again. Listen and repeat.
I'm busy.
I'm free.
I have a deadline.
I'm working on something.
I work full-time. I work part-time.
Great job, everyone. These phrases are so useful.
Now let's learn how to describe your job. Is your job good? Is it difficult?
Yes, these adjectives will help you talk about your work.
Listen to these words. I'll say the word and Charlie will use it in a sentence.
Interesting. My job is interesting. I learn new things every day.
Boring. My old job was boring. I did the same thing every day.
Easy.
This task is easy. It only takes 10 minutes.
Difficult or hard. This project is difficult. I need help.
Stressful. My job is stressful. I have many deadlines.
Relaxing. My job is relaxing. I don't have much pressure.
Now, let's put this together. Listen to someone describe their job.
I'm a teacher. I work at a primary school. I start work at 8 and finish at 3. My job is interesting, but sometimes it's stressful. I like working with children.
Great example. Let's hear another one.
I'm a software developer. I work at a tech company. I work from home 3 days a week. My job is challenging, but I enjoy it. I'm working on a new app right now.
Perfect. Now think about your own situation. Can you describe your job or your studies?
Try to say 3 or 4 sentences. Use the words we learned. For example, I'm a student. I study at university. My classes are interesting. I'm busy with exams right now.
Take your time. Practice out loud. You're doing great.
Wow, Charlie, we covered so much today.
We really did. Let's quickly recap the most important phrases.
To talk about your job, say, I'm a, or I work as a.
To talk about where you work, say, I work in a, or I work at.
To talk about your schedule, say, I start work at, and I finish work at.
Common phrases, I'm busy, I'm free, I have a deadline, I'm working on something.
And to describe your job, interesting, boring, easy, difficult, stressful, relaxing.
You learned so much vocabulary today. You should feel proud.
Yes, good job, everyone.
Now we have a fun question for you.
We want to hear from you. Here's today's question. What's your dream job?
Think about it. What job do you really want? Is it teacher, doctor, artist, chef?
Leave a comment and tell us. We love reading your answers.
And tell us, what time do you usually start your day? Do you wake up early or late?
We can't wait to hear from you.
Thank you so much for listening today.
We hope you enjoyed this episode about work and jobs.
Remember, practice is the most important thing. Use these phrases every day.
Try talking about your job with a friend, or write sentences in your notebook.
If you liked this episode, please give us a like and subscribe.
And share this with your friends who are learning English.
We'll see you in the next episode of English in Daily Life.
Until then, keep practicing and stay positive.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye. See you next time.